What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another install video. Today we're going to be replacing our stock shifter boot, you know, that leathery one with the nice red stitching. We're going to be replacing that with our nice and fancy in focus shifter boot. I'll leave a link for where you can get these in the description below, and there's their Instagram if you want to go check them out. In focus, they're great. They make pre-cut shifter boots for the 86, WRX, all the pretty much just Subarus. I think there's a couple of Nissans on there that they make them pre-cut for, or you can buy universal ones which you would just cut out yourself to suit your own vehicle. They also do shifter knobs and handbrake boots. Unfortunately, the handbrake boots they do for the 86 are for like the BRZs and the FRSs over in America, which are left-hand drive, so they don't fit on the Australian models, which is unfortunate, but you can always make your own. So the boot I decided to go with was this Galaxy print one. It goes quite well with my interior being I've got a bluey purple vinyl run out through it that's sort of color changing, and I've got a wheel likewise shift knob coming to suit, which I'll do a install video on that possibly next week or the week after. But yeah, it'll look good, so let's get to the install. So there's only a few things we're going to need for this install today. Obviously we're going to need our new shifter boot, whether you've bought it from InFocus like I did, from eBay, or you've made it yourself. And then we're going to need a flathead screwdriver, and also going to need a Phillips head screwdriver. If you've got a trim removal tool, that'll come in handy, but if you don't have one, you can either use a flathead like this, or you can see what we're going to do in the install video where no tools are required. So with that note, let's get to it. Alright guys, so first step's obviously going to be removing the stock shift knob. So just counterclockwise twist that and it'll spin free. If it's the first time you're taking that off, it might be a bit tricky, but you'll get it off. Just big hard twist and off she'll come. The next step is going to be getting the stock boot over the reverse lockout. So what you can do there is you can grab your screwdriver, preferably a flathead, and then just sort of sit it underneath, grab an edge, and then just pull it up around the edge of it like that. Once you get it over that first lump, the second one is a lot easier, and there you go. Next thing is going to be removing the shifter surround. It's not hard to do. All you have to do is, you're going to feel like you're stretching this leather, but it'll be fine. Just lift up underneath the top part here and pull up. You shouldn't break the clips. They're pretty durable, so just a big tug and pull backwards that way, and then it'll come off. Once you've got that surround free, what you're going to want to do is flip it over, because we need to disconnect this terminal, this little connector that goes to your VSC and traction control buttons. So to disconnect that, there's a little tag right here. So to get rid of that, it's a little tricky to push in just with your fingers, so just get a flat-headed screwdriver, push that tag in, and just pull up, and that should come straight out. So once you've disconnected that, your surround's now free, and you can take it out of the car. Next step is going to be undoing these 4 screws. These 4 screws hold on a plastic ring, which is what your shifter boot sort of clips onto. So we're just going to go ahead and remove these 4 screws. So now that those 4 screws are free, this black ring will just lift up off its little locating tags, and there's your boot. So to get the boot off, all you have to do is go around and unclip each one of these little individual tags. It comes off quite easy. There you go, your ring is free. Now that we've got our old shifter off, we're up to installing our new shifter. What you want to do is grab this ring that you got off the old shifter, and to figure out which way is the front, you can see there's a little locating, or not a locating tag, but a little tag that pokes up on one side of the ring. That's the front. So that goes to the front of your shifter surround, like this. So you just want to remember that in case you've got, like on mine, I've got a tag which would obviously go to the back of the boot. So what we'll do, have this sitting upside down, and then grab your boot, and then you're just going to go through and put each of these tags through the little holes or slits that are cut on your new boot. So there we are, guys, that's all on the new ring. Now it's time we sit that back into the surround. So get your surround and drop it in. Now it might be a little tight because the material might be thicker or yours might be thinner, whichever, and then that just sits in like that. And then we can go ahead and put the 4 screws back where they came from. Once you've done those screws up tight and your surround is all back together, go ahead and reconnect your little connector for your traction control, and then you can go ahead and clip it back on. And then just pull it back over your reverse lockout. Once you've got your boot all back on, you can go ahead and reinstall your shift knob. And there you have it. Well guys, that's going to do it for today's install video. I hope you enjoyed and it was easy enough for you to follow along if you were doing this to your own car. Like I said, it is a relatively easy for anyone to do. You just have to know how. For example, I've done this in a car park at my local shopping centre. If you're wondering why I've done it in a car park, it's not to prove a point. It's just there were people mowing their lawns at my house and it was too noisy. I know this video has gone out a little bit later than I said I was going to put videos out. It should be Sunday now that this is going out, hopefully. I said I was going to get it out on Thursday. Just had some stuff during the week with family and whatnot. So that's why I didn't get one out. Next week there will be one out on Thursday, so please stay tuned for that. If you did enjoy this video, guys, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't done so already, go and subscribe to my channel. Subscribe button down below or bottom right hand corner of any video, or the end card at the end, big round circle with my face on it. Just go and click the face at the end. Well, that's me for today, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and do some shopping, and I will see you next Thursday. So I'm currently editing the video to go out hopefully soon, and I noticed that during the actual install part of it, top sections of the video were cut out. I didn't have them in frame. My bad. Hopefully it doesn't, leave too much out, but I'll keep an eye on next time I'm filming and I'll double check. But sorry about that, guys, and I will see you next time.